Hello everyone, welcome back to Ivy's YouTube channel, and today we are going to talk about Ivy's SQL top 10 challenge, and this is a challenge number 2. So let's move on to the challenge number 2. So in the challenge number 2, we have to using the dataset from challenge 1, write a SQL query to find the top 3 salespeople, salesman ID, sales name, and based on the total sales amount they achieved, the result should be sorted in the descending order of the total sales amount. So basically, the question want to know, you have to find out the top 3 salespeople based on their total sales amount they are achieved. So we have card details table, first card details table, and as you can see, these are sales ID, make, type, style, cost means sales, purchase date, and salesman ID. In the second table, sales person, you can see the salesman ID, you can see the name of the salesperson, and their age and their city. If you observe very carefully, salesman ID is in card details also. So that's mean the salesman ID is a foreign key here, and salesman ID in salesman person table is a primary key. So in the card details, there is a two keys, two important keys. First primary key is sales ID, and second is salesman ID, which is a foreign key. So let's move it to the MySQL workbench to find out the solution. As you can see, we have car details table and we have salesman person details. First, we have to select the database. Then we have to write select asterisk from car details table. Yes, it is imported, and salesperson table is imported. First, you can see we have to use two tables because people ID in the salesman person and amount they achieve, that's mean the total sales is in the car details. So we have to use join. So for join, we can write the query select from car tables. I'll just copy paste it here. From car details as C, we give alias to this table as C. Inner join. Why inner join? If you observe very carefully, the salesman ID is repeating. Hence, we want a unique salesman. So we use inner join. If we inner join the table sales person as alias S on the basis of common column S dot salesman ID. I'll just copy it equal to C dot salesman ID. Now we want according to question we want salesman ID and sales name. Salesman ID in the sales name. Salesman ID in the sales name. So we just write S dot salesman and S dot name. Remove bracket. So we want the total sales. As you can see, the ID is repeating, the total sales also repeating. We need to use a function to summing up the sales of a unique ID. So we have to use an aggregate function, which is called sum function. Sum my cost. This is my column name. I'll just copy it. I'll paste here, and we give alias to this column is total sales. Now we use a aggregate function. For aggregate function, we have to group it. So when the aggregate function is grouped, we have to use group by clause. Group by salesman ID and S name. So this group by the result by salesman ID and the name for each unique combination of salesman ID and name, the subsequent calculation will be performed. Now, as a question saying based on the total sale, the result should be sorted in descending order. To sort the data in MySQL, we use a clause is order by clause. Order by, we want order by as, let's say I want to order by as the total sales amount. So by default, in MySQL, order by is set to ascending. We need to change into descending order. Now question say find the top three. So for eliminating the other numbers, so we use limit clause, limit by 3. As you can see, salesman name John Smith has the highest sales in the cars table, following by Emily Wong and Tom Lee. I hope you like the video, guys. Stay tuned for more videos.